killed my dad, yeah. So stupid, dead.
Omar's so good at Call of Duty.
What an epic... Oh, so loud.
Wow, you were quite loud.
What an epic gamer, dude.
Dude, Omar is straight up an epic gamer. Like
Epic memer.
I'm terrible at Call of Duty. I would like to be good at it. It's fun, but I'm just no good at it.
I was really good at it at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had good
Middle
games,
school.
and I'm like, hey, man, how's going on? But consistently, not very good. But Omar, every single time, he's like, don't worry, dude. It's okay. I'll just carry you. And consistently he does. And I'm like, wow, this feels like I'm playing with like my big brother, and he knows what he's doing, and I don't. But he's just better than me.
Yeah.
We have the same brain capacity, but he's just so good at Call of Duty.
No, his is bigger.
He's just bigger. He has a bigger controller, a bigger room.
Bigger PB?
Bigger, that's true.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Huge peen.
I saw it. It went down to his knee, and it was about the size of a tree trunk. And I was like, how come I can't see it when it's in your pants? And he's just, it's just how I roll, dude. Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
That's pretty good.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. You probably just, how you doing? Type down in the comments below how you're doing. And then before you guys get all nice and comfortable and listen to this podcast, please go down there and punch that fucking like button as hard as you can.
Punch, subscribe, bell icon, share us with your pastor, your minister.
Yeah, send us to your church, and if you work at a church, just play our podcast intro as the music over your church before church starts, kind of thing. Have you seen? Did I ever send that video to you?
What?
There's this guy who works at a church, and you know how like before church starts, they just have like background music playing.
Yeah.
And if you go to like a contemporary church, they'll have like some
hit music playing.
Yeah, some like some good
fucking
Christian
Travis
rock.
Scott. I get a good one every time. I'm not around.
They got Mario Judah playing on the top.
Nice.
You know which one?
Yes.
Okay. But no, there's this guy, and he was playing Minecraft music.
That's really good.
And it worked because he just shows like the audience, and he's like, yeah, they have no idea. And it just goes over to the computer, and it's just you see the block, and it's like ba-lung, ba-lung, ba-lung. Just good piano playing. I can't sing Minecraft music. I haven't played it long enough. It's a good video.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
How you doing today, Jaden?
Doing good. Doing all right.
Doing a good.
I'm hanging out. How are you doing?
I'm swell. I got some chicken in me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was so hungry. I keep doing this thing where I eat breakfast, and then we come here and record, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. And I paid for it last week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cause
Yeah, I texted you about that, but I'll tell you the full story.
Yeah,
we got
do it.
We got some Chinese food last week, and you know how... I know you know. I'm telling the fucking audience.
Okay.
You know how whenever someone gives you Chinese food, and they always put a fuck ton of food, you're like, I can't finish all that.
All the time, yeah.
I finished it.
You did?
Never done that before.
You're right.
I was so hungry, and I finished it, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Never done that before, and I felt fine. Come 3 a.m, though, I woke up and I was like, something's not right.
Oh, no.
I was like, something's absolutely not right.
Dude, if it's so bad, like, wake you up in the middle of the night, it must have been bad.
It really wasn't. It was more like I was like, do I have to burp? Do I have to fart? And I was like, do I have to poop? I was like, what's going? Something's not right in my stomach. It's kind of like if you wake up from a hangover and you're like, am I gonna throw up?
Am I gonna vom?
And you're like, I don't think so. But then in like 20 minutes you end up throwing up. It's that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I think I'm okay. Well, I can't really sleep until this feeling eases off a little bit. And then it got a little worse, and I was like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go try and go poop then. And I stood up and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, throw up right now. Oh my God. So I recommend never finishing your Chinese food.
Damn. Can you ever eat Panda Bowl again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've been really afraid because I can't really eat spaghetti because I threw it up as a kid. But like
I just can't eat it because I don't like it.
That too. It's just shitty pasta in general.
Yeah. If you eat spaghetti and you like it, that's your choice.
Yeah. There was one day that we went to BJ's. I don't know if you remember this. I think I told you this.
No.
We went to BJ's and I got the blue cheeseburger.
I thought you were gonna say spaghetti.
I got spaghetti. No,
Ugh.
I got the blue cheeseburger, and I went home, and that night I just totally threw up the whole burger, and I was so scared. I was like, "Fuck, am I gonna never want to eat burgers again because I threw it up?
I'm never gonna eat blue cheese again."
But the next day I was eating burgers.
But the next day I was eating my vomit. So
yeah,
so nothing grossing me out anymore.
Like a dog.
That's so gross. I don't know why dogs do that. BJ's has made me throw up before.
Yeah.
But I love BJ's.
Yeah.
But I've definitely gone home from there once, like, and I could, and like when something's in your stomach and you can tell like what it was, like say you ate like burgers and chips and like watermelon, but you're sitting in and you're like, it was the burger. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
I had that with BJ's, and I got a burger, and we also had some wings like prior, and I was like, those wings just fucked me up. I can feel it. And I was like, well, gonna go vom.
Damn. Dude, how often do you get like spicy shits?
Spicy shit?
Yeah.
I've never had that
Really?
before.
I haven't either until fairly recently. There was one day where I had a big ass bag of extra Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and I ate the entire bag, and it was delicious.
No.
And the next morning, I was like, oh, time to poop. And I go down, I sit down.
You're so stoked.
Yeah.
You're like, it's pooping time.
And it was just pure fire. And I was like, holy shit, my fucking asshole.
Did you pour milk on your bum?
I did. It didn't really help, though.
Did you actually?
No.
Okay. You said that with a certain amount of conviction. I was like, I gotta make sure here.
To me, there's no shittier feeling, no pun intended. There's no shittier feeling than having a really uncomfortable, unpleasant poop that's just like, it just didn't feel good coming out, and then you have to like get up and like walk around after it. You just feel awful. You're like, oh god, this fucking it's just that was not satisfying at all.
I more hate it when it's like you're having like gnarly stomach pains. It's like while you're pooping, and you're sitting there and your stomach's just like, oh, and you're like, oh my god, just come out, please, it hurts.
Yeah, that's the worst. I have a fear, a very real fear of, and this always happens at school. I don't like I hate getting the shits whenever I'm either at school or like working somewhere where I have to like do shit.
Pretty much not at home.
Yeah, essentially, and it's just like that feeling in your stomach of like pure like just like nausea, and like my asshole's like, I'm gonna go any moment.
You're like, you better sit down because it's happening when it's happening.
Yeah, and it's like I'm like uncomfortably like shifting around.
You're like, oh yeah, that's a good feeling. Like right before, I've had that before at the gym, and I'm like, how am I supposed to work out after what I just fucking did in there? I just committed an atrocity at God's name, and all of us, I'm just gonna go do sit-ups like nothing happened.
I just defiled a house of the Lord, the house of gains.
I just lost like all the weight that I needed in poop. You guys enjoying our poo poo podcast?
Yeah, this is the poo poo podcast, I guess.
Maybe it's because our background for today is brought to you by lava lamps.
Dude, I wish we'd a sponsor.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, we got lava lamps, and it's nice and goopy and colorful.
It's a green goopy lava lamp with some like fucking, I don't know what this music is in the background for us.
It's just
it's a vibe.
Ambient trance.
Yeah.
Now it's just a low bass tone, just
like a didgeridoo. My favorite instrument, the didgeridoo.
It's just a very goopy day today because we just while we were eating some KFC, not sponsored by KFC.
Yeah.
We were watching JonTron's vid on him making fun of Gwyneth Paltrow's goop.
Yeah.
The woman's insane.
Yeah, she was gonna say she's psychotic. I don't know what the fuck is your problem.
I don't know. It's funny because like you watch her in Iron Man, she seems so sane, and then she's just like, yeah, buy my psychic vampire spray for $200.
She's either insane or she's really playing the masses, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She's like, these fuckers will buy anything if I sell it right.
Yeah, right.
Which I would have a lot of respect for her if that's what she was doing.
Would that be sociopathic or is that psych? What's the difference?
I totally figured that. I've brought up that there's a difference in the terms. I think to Jen, she was like, no, they're the same word. It's starting the same thing.
Jen,
like, no, they're not.
Go ahead and pat yourself on the back because you're wrong. Oh, probably. I don't know. Maybe you're right. But if you're wrong, I don't know. I don't know. Stub your toe. Don't film it though. I don't want to see that.
I guarantee she's not listening to this.
No, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Did she ever record that video of her?
No, she didn't. There was a podcast. I think it was like the first or the second one.
I think it was the third.
The third one?
Fuck you.
Okay. Where Jen was supposed to walk over to me because I was probably going to be next to her because we lived together. And she was supposed to punch me and film it, but she didn't. She texted me because I was out of the house when she was watching it or listening to it. And she was like, I'm punching you. And I was like, what? Because I totally forgot.
Oh.
And she's like, I'm punching you. And then she sent her video of her listening to the podcast
by herself.
Yeah, and I was like, "You're supposed to record it."
I don't know why I mentioned that he's by yourself. You don't listen to a podcast with other people.
Yeah, it's not a social thing at all.
It's like you're listening to two other people be social,
yeah,
but not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not being social because you're.
Nice,
I really just muscled through that through clear.
I wonder how many of our friends listen to our podcast, but like don't really tell us that they listen to our stuff, and they're just totally just taking in like everything that we're saying. And
I don't know. I was talking to Omar today, and he watches our videos, but he doesn't listen to our podcast. And I was like, that's fine. He said it like it was a bad thing too. I'm like, dude, I do not care. If you watch any of our stuff, that makes me happy.
Yeah, same.
As long as you smash that Mo effing like.
We're gonna remind you guys every 5 minutes.
We're gonna remind you guys until we can monetize.
1,000 subs, baby.
I'm gonna drink some water.
Do it, dude.
It's very exciting.
Fucking do it.
That was like some Foley sounding water right there.
Nice. Fucking nice.
That's what I'm talking about. I want Quentin Tarantino to make another movie.
He's not gonna.
That was his last one.
That was the last one. He's done after that.
That would make me really sad.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie again. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's a good movie.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
It was so long.
It really was. It really felt long too.
It did, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It only felt long because like I didn't realize what the story was till like the movie ended.
Yeah, the last like 20 minutes.
I
maybe.
was like, oh, I thought this was a side plot. This is just where the movie's.
Yeah.
This is where it was going the whole time.
Yeah.
But that's because I didn't know the history of the Mansons. Yeah. The
Yeah.
Mansons. What's his name? Charles
Manson.
I was gonna say Charlie Manson. I was
Marilyn
like,
Manson.
That's not right. Marilyn Manson's. I remember standing in line at Knott's, and it was one of his videos playing on loop, on repeat. And I'm like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it was like a 7th grader's version of like what edgy and scary and metal is. It's just like this dude
Marilyn
with
Manson.
like,
It's 40-year-old man.
yeah, with just makeup and like spiky like armor looking stuff. I'm like, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson's kind of funny.
Marilyn
Marilyn
Did you say Manson?
I probably did an accident. Marilyn Manson.
He does a good cover of Alicia Keys, though. I'll give him that.
Does
no, that's not who he covers. Not Alicia Keys. Who sings?
The Sweet Dreams Are Made of These.
And Annie Lennox.
Oh.
I always mix up the two, and they only have like an A. That's it. It's Alicia Keys, Annie Lennox.
What does Annie Lennox do besides that song?
She does like an album, but Sweet Dreams is on that album.
Okay.
I remember my mom had a CD of Annie Lennox, and I remember actually really liking it. And then, and I really liked Sweet Dreams at the time, Marilyn Manson's cover. And then I was like, oh wait, she was the original? I thought he made that song. My mom's like, oh, you sweet, stupid little boy. No.
You fucking idiot.
You absolute dunce of a child. You historically inaccurate little boy.
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what Annie Lennox does. She does the sweet dreams are made of these.
Yeah.
And then he comes in like, sweet dreams
are made of these. Why am I so fucking
epic.
edgy?
You said edgy. I said epic.
I made it rhyme. You made it cringy.
That's true.
Fuck.
Does he have you seen him without his makeup?
Yeah, it looks terrible.
He just looks like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he does. But like a plumper Nicolas Cage. He kind of looks like a little like mole.
Like a little mole.
Yeah.
This is the podcast where we diss Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, fuck Marilyn.
Podcast number 8.
Yeah.
F Troop.
F Troop.
I don't know what that is. We hate on Marilyn Manson for no good reason.
Marilyn Manson diss track.
And he's like, dude, I'm fucking epic and edgy, so I'm going to do a cover of Jack Skellington because I relate to 7th graders who shop at Hot Topic. He did nothing wrong to me. Where's this coming from?
I don't know. He's always been like so like cringy and like and like pseudo hardcore, pseudo badass.
Yeah, it's like when you see like someone in high school who's kind of goth but also kind of a loner, and they keep to themselves and they wear like Jack Skellington and whatever the girl's name is. What's her name? Sally? I feel like it's Sally.
The girl from what? From that?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't remember.
Have you seen that, by the way?
I have.
That's a great movie.
It is.
The soundtrack of that freaking slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so good. We talked about that for a little bit, like, where musicals, like, usually, like, have a couple songs that fall through.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, like, all the way through, it was like every single song was like, hell yeah. It's like, this is Halloween? Heck yeah.
This is Halloween.
That other song where they do a duet, the me meow, meow, meow. That's how it goes.
We were
That's a good
talking
song.
about Nightmare Before Christmas. I was totally picturing Corpse Bride in my head. I've not seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was like, I didn't know you see. I thought we talked about
I've
this
seen
before.
Corpse Bride.
I don't even think that has any songs in it.
No, I don't think it does. No. Oh,
I remember they make
alright.
a song about, or they make a joke about spirits, because he's like, there's spirits in here, and the guy's like, yeah, because he has like wine or something, and I didn't get that as a kid because I didn't know that alcohol was referred to as a spirit. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. My mom was like, well, you see, little boy, the reason, the fault being because the alcohol, they call it spirits.
She doesn't know either. She's totally just bullshitting it.
Yeah.
Gulp.
You don't have to judge me for drinking water.
No,
Jaden.
I will.
Okay.
I will, and I am.
Dude, when I ate all that Chinese food, there was like so much salt, like so much sodium in that I felt like I couldn't hydrate.
Really?
I was just drinking like I drank like 2 of these
Uh-huh.
like at night, which I have a 32-ounce bottle for everyone who can't see,
Which is everyone but me.
which is everyone but you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I drank like 2 of these and I could not feel hydrated. Like my mouth still felt dry, and I was like, that might have been a bit much sodium. And then I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning and throw up.
And farted and threw up.
up.
It's like
Maybe-
a fucking Family Guy bit.
Will they drink the Epicac?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
We don't have to.
Okay.
We
thank you.
absolutely do not have to. What other things have you been watching? Because are you still watching Kitchen Nightmares or no?
No, not recently.
Ooh.
I've been watching Legend of Korra. We just finished it. I was watching Ink Master and we finished it. We're kind of in between shows. We've been watching the one with what's her face? Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, WandaVision?
Yeah.
I
Watching
really
that.
want to watch that.
It kind of is. I'm making myself watch it. The first couple episodes are kind of boring.
I heard it's a
Yeah.
little slow,
Yeah.
but I like I'm just curious. I'm like, what the fuck with all this TV stuff and like these
Yeah.
different. I was like, what's going on here?
I'm like 3 episodes in. I'm like, what the fuck is this show about?
Yeah, I'm curious because, Elizabeth Olsen. Olsen. God, what is wrong? Dude, we should
Elizabeth
not have started a
Olsen.
podcast with our fucking dyslexia and lisps.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Oh my god,
You can do it. I believe in you.
can't do
I
it.
believe in you. You can do it.
Lizzie Olsen.
Lizzie Olsen.
She's so pretty.
Yeah.
I have a huge crush on her.
She's pretty.
That's it.
And Vision's fucking hot too.
Yeah, he's a hunk. He's
Must
like
say.
he looks like a young Michael Caine. Not the red guy, but like the actual actor looks like a young Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Have you seen Michael Caine when he's young?
No.
He looks like a British,
I agreed, but I haven't seen.
he looks like a nerdy British, which is kind of an oxymoron. But he looks like
Shit, dude.
a nerdy British like jock.
Mm.
Like he's tall. He's just got like a slender build,
Uh-huh.
and he's just this handsome dude with these big British glasses. And I'm just like, dang.
Classic.
I was like, he looks classy as hell. And now he's old. And he's like, oh, Michael Caine.
Michael Klein.
I was in Batman. I was Alfred, and I was in one of the Jaws
Oh.
movies, one of the bad ones, where the shark roars. Yeah, it gets out of the, or it gets. No, it's not out of the water. It's in the water, and it goes. Bah! At one point, it's like, what?
Stupid.
Excuse me? Did you make your shark just fucking roar?
Yeah, dude, it was epic. It was
Yeah.
fucking epic.
Yeah, the shark roared. What's wrong with
That's
that?
what sharks do. They roar. It's intimidating as fuck.
Yeah, they have lungs. That's why they swim.
That's why it's-
You really just smacked the mic with your hat.
my little hat, my little baseball cap,
Apparently, wearing a hat changes your
my
sound.
head shape.
Yeah, it fucking ruins your stupid brain. No, apparently wearing a hat changes your sound if you're on a mic.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how, but it does. I mean, I don't know what it does to your sound. I know how because there's something here
It probably,
covering.
like bounces off, like the sound comes out and bounces off the bill of my hat and back into the mic.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
Or it gets absorbed into your hat
Maybe.
because the hat's clothy.
I'm like trying to speak, but I'm silent just because my hat's soaking up all the fucking
Literally
audio.
all of it.
Just
You just
miming.
look at me, just like,
Like, what?
just like, yeah, I totally agree.
Take off your cat. Take off your hat. Can't hear you. Take off your cat. Sir, put down the cat. Sir.
Put it down.
Put the cat down.
Are you gonna put your cat down?
Yeah.
Really?
Really soon.
What? With what?
A gun.
Okay.
No, a knife. I'm just gonna grab by the neck and just. And
Goes
I'm
on for about 10
I'm
minutes.
gonna put it in the oven at 450 for 20 minutes. I joke about that all the time, and Jen is not a fan of me saying I'm gonna cook our cat.
You're gonna cut and cook her?
Yeah. Well, it's usually just cooking it. It's usually when she's just being annoying. I'm like, cat, you're one meow away from me putting you in the oven.
I always say the washing machine.
The washing machine.
I go, Luke, if you bark at the Amazon guy one more time, you're getting a cycle in the dryer.
It's a reoccurring punishment.
I'm like, yeah, shut up.
Thought.
Like, you did your job. Now relax.
Everybody, it's a bit. We don't believe in animal abuse.
I do.
Oh,
fuck
shit.
animals.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I eat them and I kill them. It's not true. I like animals.
Would you go to a restaurant where you get to pick out your own cow, and then they slaughter it, not in front of you, but you're just like that one, and then like in the morning you pick it out, and then later at night you come back to eat, and it's the cow you picked out.
That's so fucked. Because there's something. God, that'd be hard, dude. Because like you can do that at a lobster place. You pick out a live lobster,
exactly.
and then they cook it because you're supposed to eat lobsters. That's
really fresh.
That's yeah. But a cow, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
It's like a calf, that small one right there. I want that one. I want that veal.
Like I was gonna say, isn't that a type of meat?
Yeah,
veal?
it's veal. Never had it. I don't know if I want to have it. I'm sure it tastes fantastic. I don't know if I could bring myself to do it though.
I'm pretty sure it's veal or it's some other kind of meat where they get the cow and they like its whole life they don't let it walk like a certain amount, and they feed it beer all the time.
Beer.
So the cow like doesn't have to walk that much. It gets fed beer all the time, and it gets like constant massages. So, but I think it is veal.
I don't know if it is. That sounds like Wagyu.
I think that sounds right.
I don't know. There's a lot of
they feed it beer and they massage it, and then it doesn't like walk that much. But I think it lives a shorter life. But it's like that sounds not bad. Doesn't sound like a bad short life to
for
live.
a cow.
Yeah, you're like, hey, as a cow, I've got it pretty good.
I don't know if you've ever seen
a cow before.
A cow before? No, like pictures of Wagyu beef, but it's like so like half of it is marbling, like half of it is just like fat in the beef. It's supposed to be really, really tender and really tasty. I would love to try it one day.
There's a place, relatively nearby to here, called the Butchery.
Okay.
Or something like that, and they've got like really expensive, high quality meats there. That's something I would like to get into.
Yeah.
Is like just making good meats. I've always wanted to make. Well, ever since like I first watched Hot Ones, I've always wanted to like just mess around with different wings. I still have a good idea for salsa verde wings because I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Might look gross, but might be kind of tasty.
It sounds like something that'd be kind of good.
I would try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be a sauce man.
Sauce man.
Because I don't know anyone that just makes wings.
Yeah.
I've never been to anyone's house and they make like
they
get their chicken, they get their sauces, and they make their own wings. I feel like it'd be kind of similar to making ribs, but probably a lot faster because you don't have to cook fucking ribs.
Yeah.
Just season them or marinate them the day before, and then like season them or something. Maybe you could do what they did at the empanada place I worked at and rub a little egg on them before you bake them. If you bake them, if you decide to bake them instead of water. I haven't thought this far ahead.
I think you fry wings.
That would make sense.
Like you put them in a fryer.
You could probably bake them too, though.
Have you ever like fried anything at your house?
No.
It's fucking sketchy.
I tried to make cowboy coffee once and I failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where that means you bring the water to a rolling boil.
I
was looking up this video and that's how the guy said it.
Rolling
He's
boil.
like, now you want to get that coffee, you bring it to a rolling bowl because when we were talking about going camping once.
Yeah.
I think with you. A while ago, and I was like, oh, dude, how cool would it be to wake up, like I get out of our tents, and I'm just gonna set up a little fire and get like this
cowboy coffee.
You make some cowboy coffee where you make coffee on an open fire, so you get that shit boiling, and apparently a lot of people like it like better that way. Cause
how do you make it? I don't understand.
I don't remember.
What's the gist
I
of it?
failed. You put the grounds in the like pouring kennel, and you let that boil in with the water.
Okay.
But then you put like a little cold water in it, and then all that makes all the grounds go to the bottom. I think.
Interesting.
Something
Okay.
like that. I'm probably explaining this wrong. That's probably why I did it wrong. Yeah, because when I drank it, I was like, I got all the grounds in here.
Like pure grounds.
Yeah, I was like, I did something wrong here. But yeah, the guy was like, yeah, when you make this cowboy coffee, you get no grounds, and it's when you bring coffee to a certain heat, apparently that takes a lot of the acid out of it. So those kind of like angry poops you get after coffee, you got to deal less with that because you boiled it.
Interesting.
Don't know how true that is because I failed, but sounds good. It sounds good. That's what my brain likes to hear. It goes, ooh, bring it out a little less acid in the coffee. When you get one of those spit drips, it's no good. It's no good for your gut.
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
That spit drip. Now, listen here.
Yeah, I'm sure if you look up just like how to make cowboy coffee, it's probably the first video that comes up.
Step 1, you go to Starbucks. You say, can I get a coffee? They say, yes, sir.
And you say, just kidding. I'm going to go make my own damn cowboy coffee.
I would love to... I have like some bags of grounds that I need to use because we don't use a traditional coffee maker in our apartment. We have an espresso, which is just like a glorified Keurig, essentially. Yeah. And it's fine, but I do miss the act of actually making the coffee.
So easy.
It's easy, and like I think it tastes better personally, but
than an espresso machine.
Yeah, but I can't argue with putting a fucking cup under, pressing go, and then it does it for me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in like a mega
rush.
I
mean, making like spit drip coffee is like, it's like what, 2 more steps?
Yeah, that's true.
You just put grounds in the little filter thing, put the filter thing where it belongs, and then pour water in the back, and then press go.
Yeah.
And then press go.
Yeah. I guess the pain is I don't see a whole lot of machines that make like a cup of coffee. It's always like a pot.
Yeah. And
I always have I'd have like a cup, very rarely maybe 2. So I have all this fucking coffee not that it's expensive. I have all this coffee that I don't need to use.
Yeah. What you could do, what we do at my house is
save it.
Yeah.
You put it in a fucking thing and put it in the freezer. Make some coffee icicles.
Well, you just put it in the fridge. So if you want cold coffee later on, then there you go.
Damn.
You get some iced coffee.
Damn.
You mess around. Put it in a mason jar. Get a frother. Go. And it gets all frothy, and you're like, fuck,
like that's sick, and then you throw it away. Like tight.
Like, damn, that's awesome. I take a picture of it. I put some foam on the top, and I put a little bit of cinnamon powder, and then
just throw it against the wall.
Into the planter.
And your mom's like, my terrace.
I was like, what?
What?
I was done.
It fulfilled its purpose. I disposed of it.
God, if I was an asshole,
which you are,
okay, that would be a prank I would like to do.
Yeah.
Of like dressing up as Thor and then going in somewhere like to a Denny's, finishing my coffee and being like, I like this, another, and then slam the cup on the ground, and people go like, dude, come on.
We get it. You saw the movie Thor.
We get it. We get the reference, but fuck, there's glass everywhere.
Sir, I'm gonna have to charge you for that. I'm not. It's not.
And I'm also not picking it up. And I quit.
Wow.
There's really just a lot of straws, or a lot of backs being broken with this straw today. You just took off your sweater. How you feel?
I did. I feel cooler.
You feel more aerated?
I feel more aerated.
Nice.
Aerated.
Fucking nice.
Matthias, do you prefer showers at night or showers in the morning?
Fuck you. Here's my dilemma.
I don't fucking shower.
I don't believe in showers. Cavemen didn't showers, and look where they got.
They're dead. They're all fucking dead.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll shower. I'm sorry. Can you turn down the background thing a little bit?
No, I'm turning it up.
They're really holding on like just one note for like 10, 15 seconds.
I did it. All right, calm down.
I'm just angry. Okay, just let me fizzle out.
You were saying?
Yeah. What was I saying?
Showers. Nice.
Smack the wall with my chair.
You good?
Yeah. So, I would shower at now. Dude, what is wrong with me? I can't.
It's your vowels, bro.
Okay, let's
vowels.
Okay, let's get some of these. Some red leather, yellow leather,
some
red leather,
unique
yellow
New
leather.
York, unique
New York, unique New York. I was just about to say one of ours, but it's literally just someone's first and last name. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah, I do.
That was dumb.
Immortalized forever.
I think
in the El Toro drama department.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they still do that.
Do they? They don't do it now.
I don't know.
They don't go to school.
Oh yeah. Woo! Eat shit, kids. Your generation's different than mine.
Oh.
Unless we're in like the same block, whatever. But I would shower at night. But that's when all the boys are online to play video games. That's when Evan's online. That's when Bryce is online. That's when Omar's online. That's when Brandon's online. That's when That's when our homie Wolfie's online, aka Kuro Wolf online. He had a cameo recently in one of our episodes.
Oh shit!
Because he was playing Final Fantasy or something, and I was
he
like, I
showed
gotta
up.
turn off notifications.
He showed up.
Yeah.
Fucking Wolfie,
Yeah.
dick. Thanks for ruining our fucking
Yeah,
career.
Jaden doesn't even know you, Wolfie, and he
I
fucking
fucking hate
hates
you. Straight up.
He's gonna be like, "Come on, bro!" I love his voice.
Good.
He's so
Good
loud.
voice. Good
He's
voice.
so angry and so loud. He's a good man.
Good
and,
man.
and the homie Tyler and the homie DJ, they all get online. My friend DJ said that he's gonna be there for your next birthday party.
Really?
And I was like, dude, he doesn't even know you. And he'll be like, okay, I don't know who DJ is.
Yeah, that's exactly my reaction. Like, okay, I don't know who he is, but he's invited.
You're like, okay. And I'm like, Jaden, who's DJ? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking care. He can come.
This birthday.
But so that's why I don't shower at night.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they're on. I usually honestly shower in the middle of the day because I'll go after I go running. So I'll go run at like 3 or 4 or 5
in the morning.
Yeah, gross. I wish I could. That's probably what most people were thinking because like, yeah, that's a good time to run. I'm like, yeah, I can't.
No, middle of the day.
I can't do that though.
Yeah.
Because I wake up, I make breakfast, and then I edit for a while, and then I go run. So I usually run like 4 or 5.
There's a lot of people I see, not a lot, but there's some people I see running around in just LA, like downtown LA.
Running from the cops.
Just running.
Running from gangs.
But there's a lot of people I see just running as if they live in like a fucking suburban area. And I'm like, that's like, kudos to you. I can never do that. I will never do that.
Yeah. I was
feels
thinking
weird.
about it the other day because I like riding my scooter around. I told you about that. But I was like, if I lived in LA, like riding my scooter around, I'd be like, this is just fucking annoying. This isn't peaceful. This isn't relaxing.
Well, there's lots of
People on the sidewalk.
yes. Well, but there's also lots of bird scooters and lime scooters, those motorized scooters that you can like rent for money. That are just like laying around. You just like walk up and like scan the QR code and you ride them. I see a lot of people on those. And the cool thing about LA is there's a fuck ton of bike lanes.
Yeah.
And they're way bigger than the ones in Orange County.
Oh my God, they're tiny. There was someone next to me and I was giving them like a whole lane, and I was like, why do I give them like a whole lane? They're way smaller than a car. And then I was like, oh, that's because if I dink a car, it's like, oh shit, that's annoying. If I dink this person on the
He's
bike,
dead.
they're fucking dead. So I was like, yeah, okay, I see my reasoning now. Your next birthday, what?
My next birthday, I've been saying this for a while. This was supposed to be my plan for this birthday that happened, but then COVID happened. I really want to go on a booze cruise.
Like on a boat?
Like in a boat.
That sounds so scary.
Why?
Just for the fact that if you're like, oh man, I've had too much to drink, then you're on a fucking moving boat.
But but cruises are so big, you don't really get seasick.
That's true. I've never been on a cruise, so I wouldn't really know. I've only been on like a small boat before, like a small fishing boat.
That's terrible. Because you're bobbing and moving with everything.
Were you there with us when we went deep sea fishing?
I didn't get invited. Thanks for that.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay.
All right.
But cause I was talking to Sarah about it. I guess bleep her name out. I don't think she cares.
We've mentioned her a couple times.
Okay, then we're good.
We're so inconsistent with that. Like bleep out this person's name. Yeah, keeping that one. Here's my manager's
whatever.
address.
But bleep out her dog's name. I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't care.
What's his name?
It's the noise he makes. But I was talking to her about it, and she was like, "Yeah, like it's just like 5 days, and the goal is just you just get drunk, that's it. The goal. That's the goal. That's you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about like shit. Where am I gonna go? Like how am I gonna get home? Like all this stuff. It's just like 5 days. Like you're not in control of the boat. The boat goes somewhere, and then usually like they'll go somewhere, and then you get to like go into the city for like a day maybe and do whatever, and then you come back to the boat, and then you go back home."
I wonder if people get drunk and never come back on the boat.
Maybe.
And they
I don't
get
know.
abandoned there in some place where people only speak Swahili.
I don't know what Swahili sounds like.
just whispering, going.
Just mouth noises. Hey, you gotta get back to the boat. Oh my God, speaking of fucking Swahili. No, I'm not. I'm speaking English, but I'm whispering.
Swahili. They run away. Why are they afraid of my language?
It's very elegant.
Why do you keep lying to people? You're speaking Swahili. Why not just tell them you're speaking Swahili?
Because I'm afraid of rejection.
I guess I'm ashamed, but also proud of my language. I could not tell you what Swahili is.
I couldn't either. I think it's an African language.
It's probably in Swahili.
Yeah.
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 Where's a country you would want to move to?
To move to?
Yeah. If you had to not live in the U.S., where was a country you would want to move to?
In Japan would be
Really?
fun. Yeah. Is this assuming that I can speak the language, or do I have to like learn it? Or like I know at least enough to get by.
Let's say you have someone with you who speaks the language.
Okay.
I don't know what difference that makes, but that's the rule.
I guess that helps. Japan would be fun. Spain would be fun. I feel like I would like the UK a lot, specifically London. I just feel like it's a good vibe. And Amsterdam would be cool too. I kind of like my cities.
Drugs.
Drugs. Red light district.
Red light.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. Get some prostitutes and then come play Mario Kart with them.
Yeah.
Be like, you're just whooping them. You're like, you guys are terrible at video games. You know that? It's like, yeah, that's not really what we do.
That's not really what we do here.
I don't know what.
They're not.
I made it a very vague thing, and you came in with so aggressively British.
Yeah, they're not British. I mean, you can be a British prostitute in Amsterdam.
You can be a British prostitute.
Nothing's stopping you from doing that.
That's something you can do.
Yeah.
If you want to be British and also be a prostitute, there's literally no one stopping you from doing both of those things at literally the same time.
True. Sorry, someone sent me a picture of a dog.
I just blew snot all over my mic. It's fine.
Over your multi-$100 mic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It wasn't a compliment. It was a fact.
Yeah.
I'm not a very smart man.
It's okay.
I would like to live in Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Or Sweden. I'm not sure.
Dude, every like picture of a beautiful place I've seen on Reddit is in Switzerland.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like these big like snowy mountains and these vast green hills, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's like tiny adorable villages.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And I'm like, I was like, there's no bugs in that grass. I just know it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is like heaven on earth.
Yeah.
That's like probably what Valhalla looks like.
I would imagine. If that was Valhalla, I'd go out in the Blades of Glory. A Blaze of Glory, not the Blades of Glory. Blades of Glory is a movie with Will Ferrell and Napoleon Dynamite. I forget his name. That's
the rollerblading film, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where they do like some move that's called something Lotus, but it's not primary Lotus because that's what Lee does from Naruto. Where there's like this impossible move to do, and because if you mess it up just a little bit, it's very fatal. Because someone messes it up and the ice skater falls and he goes to his knees and his head just rolls off because the person sliced his head off with their rollerblades. I was like, oh my god.
That's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Would you ever kill someone with an ice skate?
Yeah, I have before.
Oh,
it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Castaway?
No.
Okay. There's a scene with that where he sticks an ice skate in his mouth for some reason, and I forgot why. I was like, something's wrong with his tooth, or he tried to kill himself, but he sticks it like in his mouth and he hits the other end with a rock. And I was sitting there as a little kid going like, oh my god.
Tom Hanks does this?
Yeah.
Okay.
They weren't even filming.
He just did it.
He just did it. And they were like, oh my god, Tom, we got to get you to a hospital.
I'm getting a character.
Get into character. Also, do you have any Advil? Now, Tom.
Now, Tom.
You don't have any Advil when you're in a stranded island. Jaden, how many followers how many subscribers? Because we already did our face reveal like pretty early on.
Yes.
That's nothing special.
It's our profile picture.
Yeah. So how long is it going to be until we do a breast reveal?
Ooh.
Because we got to keep the audience like hyped. We got to keep them looking forward to something. So how many subscribers is it going to be till we get a breast reveal?
100 subs.
100 subs.
Yeah.
Aiming pretty low for the breast reveal there.
Yep. I don't have a shame. I'll review.
I got a little bit of shame.
Yeah.
One of them was like bright. It was like really dark green, like it's bruised. And I thought it was bruised for a while. That's just how it is.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, you should check that out.
One of them was really dark green. The other one's got something swimming inside of it, like a tapeworm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever want a tapeworm?
Yeah, if I have one.
Okay.
No, I would not. Unless he was like a cool tapeworm. He's like a homie, like the homie tapeworm.
There was this thing at what's that place? The Discovery Center.
The giant ass cube off the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that little science place. There was a thing once that was like, it was a rope that you would pull on, and it was like this will tell you, how much you have to pull for it to be 15 meters or something like that, which is how long a tapeworm could be.
Ew.
And I remember pulling forever and being like, this is fucking gross.
That's insane.
Tapeworms terrify me, dude.
Yeah.
Because you could just be like, oh, you go to like Korean barbecue or something, and be like, oh, I'm just going to have some of this fucking pork or whatever.
Fucking tapeworm.
And then you're
in
like,
your body.
Yeah. And then like 10 days later, or like, I don't know, however many months later, you're like, oh man, I am looking good, but my insides hurt. You get a fucking tapeworm.
I have I heard a story about someone that we both know, and I won't say their name
Because it's that's the thing. If it's like
Embarrassing.
if it's like an embarrassing personal story, probably just shouldn't say their name.
Okay, but it was
Like if someone has a fucking tapeworm.
yeah. I don't think they want the world knowing about it.
Yeah.
But
unless it's like Evan, he'd be like, "Oh, it's funny.
Tapeworm funny.
I have tapeworm and it's funny. It make me laugh.
Put me on podcast.
Put me on the podcast. Tell them about my tapeworm. Tell them my story. They have to hear my tale."
But they were telling me the story about how they went.
Evan's white, by the way.
He's not.
Evan's bright white.
But they went swimming in a lake, and because they were in like a lake where living things are and bacteria are, they got a tapeworm. And I don't remember how they got it out or how they removed it, but they were telling the story, and I was like, "Did you name it?" And they were like, "Name my tapeworm." I was like, "Yeah." And like, "No, I didn't name my tapeworm." And I was like, "You should have named it."
That sucks.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's why lakes are freaky. The ocean's scary. Snakes. Lakes are freaky because I swam in a lake in Lake Tahoe, and it was like one of the not Lake Tahoe, but I swam in a lake around there.
In the area.
And it was like Eagle Lake or something.
It was called Not Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Lake Tahoe. Next to Lake Tahoe. Much smaller. Oh, the phone's
There's
ringing.
a phone ring in the distance.
Lake Tahoe is like freaking 24 miles wide, dude.
That's insane.
Have you been there?
No.
It's like, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievably pretty. Cause like I sat at the they have like a little beach there. Yeah, get those burps out, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blow them.
Yeah.
They have these
A little horse.
That's a good sound. They have this little like beach area you can just sit on. It's just sand. I was just sitting there and I was like, wow, this is just pretty. Because it's like the lake's so far in a direction that it looks like an ocean pretty much. But it's just like in like a bowl of mountains. It's a really cool view. It's also a really nice place. I went there during kind of like the middle of COVID. And that was a good break away from home.
Yeah.
And now I need another one.
Yeah.
Because I've been at home for far too long.
Yeah. Tell me about it. That's why I fucking moved.
That's why I jetted on out of there.
Yeah, I was like, later, skaters.
Yeah. Why'd it go just dead silent for a second there?
It was the end of both of our thoughts.
We were just like, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and that's it.
We were that meme of that bearded guy looking at himself.
The bearded guy.
You know what I'm talking about.
Looking at himself?
There's no way you haven't seen it.
No.
Okay, well, it's like those little drawings, and it's like that girl who looks like Yvette Young and the blonde girl, and then it's the two beard guys looking at each other. That's what we just did.
Yeah. There's the one bearded guy who's blonde, and then there's the dude with the beanie, right?
Oh, I always just
That's
see
the
it as
one.
the same bearded guy who's blonde, but like looking
That
back
too.
at himself.
That too.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is that? Because I know that because of like music memes of like that guy in the beanie being like, "Yo, check out my pedal board" and stuff like that, and the girls.
I
not
think
caring.
they just use that in that.
Okay, because I've never seen a meme with that isn't
music
or
related?
band related. Yeah.
Maybe that's just a majority of what you look at.
Probably. It's all from my Instagram
A lot
feed and
of
shit.
band memes 666.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good channel.
The boy, the lad.
Sometimes they hit too close to home.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'm
often.
like, relax, all right? You don't go after me, okay?
Don't call me out specifically.
I know that's because we're the same and we do things the same, but sit back.
Yeah, dude. I brought this up before in the podcast, but I love Corey Wong's podcast.
Yeah.
And there's some shit they bring up that hits so close to home.
Like what?
Fuck. When he was saying like when he's interviewing John Petrucci, and Corey was like, so what would you do if you were starting from square one today and you had all your knowledge of the music industry and all your knowledge and all your skill, but like how would you go about marketing yourself and getting yourself out there? And John Petrucci was like, Honestly, if I was doing it today, I don't think I'd ever get noticed. He was like, there's so much stuff out there, and so many people do the stuff that I do and do it better than me. He's like, I don't think I'd have a chance. It's like when in the 80s, it was, or the 80s or 70s when they got started with Dream Theater.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And he was like, he was like, we went out about it in a way that you can't even really get noticed by nowadays. So it was like a lot of stuff like that. Like, ooh.
You're like, ooh, scary.
Scary shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of hope involved.
Yes, for sure.
Just being like, how are we gonna fucking do this?
Yeah, a lot of the consensus for most musicians on how to tackle that is just being original, which usually involves being yourself, and try not to emulate other people, and a little bit of luck, but a lot of perseverance and a lot of doing things yourself for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I wouldn't know because I haven't made it as a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a very scary thought though. Being like, so let's just hope this works. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't get health insurance after 25 because that's when my parents' thing runs out for me. So I kind of got to figure that out.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's just hope music works out then.
It's a real reality. It's a real reality.
It's a real reality, aka a reality.
Yeah. But I find a lot of solace, and because Corey Wong talks about it for a long time. Because Corey Wong's whole thing was he started out, he always loved music, but he went to college to be like a biochemist or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, and then he changed his major to music because he realized that like he kind of had to do music. He didn't really have a choice. He was like, this is the thing. This is like my calling. I gotta live out my calling. I can't just not live out my calling.
Yeah.
And he talks about how hard it is to like, because he said that he just recently found his own voice, the thing that makes him unique, and he's like 36 now.
Yeah.
So he found it probably when he was like 34 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, he was like, yeah, man, you just gotta enjoy the ride and have a little faith in yourself.
That's what I feel like the most important thing is, because there's a lot of people that we met in like high school who are like, yeah, I wanna be a rapper, and it's like, are you sure?
Are you gonna put in the work though to make that happen?
It's like, are you gonna do it as a hobby, or you want to be like a musician?
Yeah.
Because it was like, because if you love something like truly like yeah, no, this is what I love doing, then it's like you're gonna be all right, I think, because you'll keep chasing that, you'll keep getting better at that. Because if you're just like, oh, I just want to be a musician to get quick money, then you're in the wrong industry. Then maybe you blow up a little bit because you have like a connection of a sort and a good producer, but you're not going to get better. You're not going to be consistent. You're going to drain yourself like so fast. But if it's what you love doing, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. It doesn't even matter if you're not getting paid that much. If you're getting enough to get by, you're like, that should be more than enough. You should be doing it because it's what you have to do. Yeah. Yeah. And that's exactly how I feel about it. And like it's my mission. That's a lot of like Tristan and Alex were all on the same page. Like, this is just the thing that I have to do. Yeah. If I make just enough money to get by, so be it. That's a successful life to me. I don't need to make millions of dollars to be happy. I just need to sustain myself on what I love to do. Yeah, I don't need to buy no T-Rex head. Yeah. That's what Nicolas Cage did. He's not a musician, but he did do that, and that was a funny financial decision. Good funny, Nick. Good funny Cage, Mr. Cage Man. You should look at like the things that he spent his money on sometime, and it's like, yeah, no wonder you're in fucking debt. I'm not sure. Fuck a water bottle. My bad. But it's like, yeah, no wonder you're in debt. You bought like 90 houses, and they're all like enormous. And it's like, yeah, you were huge at one point, but you gotta relax, dude. It's like the old meme of the tweet that was like, please, someone who's good at budgeting, please help me. My family is starving, and it's like food $60, clothes $40, candles $685. And it's like, spend less on candles. No. No. Absolutely not. No, not an option. There are standards. We have to keep ourselves up to them. I remember talking to Mark about this, because when I was first kind of like choosing what I wanted to go to college for, and he was like, you should go
to college for business. And I was like, no, because that's not going to be fun for me at all.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was like, no, I kind of want to go for music because like I feel like that's the thing that I want to do. And he's like, oh, come on, you believe in that crap? You gotta like follow your passion, follow your dreams. And I was like, yes.
He's like, I do actually.
I was like, yeah, I do believe that.
That's why I do it.
Yeah.
It's like other people out there who are much worse than I am do it. So maybe they got a little luck. Maybe they got some connections. Whatever. I'm better though. But it's music. It's subjective. Shut up.
I mean, it is.
You know who you are.
Who says that?
You're not very good.
Who said that music's subjective?
Oh no, everyone says that.
Yeah.
But you know, there's some people who are better, like more musically skilled than someone else.
Well, yeah. There's people that are more musically skilled than Joe Satriani.
I don't believe that. I actually don't like Joe Satriani that much. I tried listening to a lot of his stuff and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I've never actually like. It's like when there's like a really popular band that you've like known about forever. That's like, but you realize you're like, they're really popular, but I've never actually like delved into their stuff. Like the Beatles. I've never really done that before. I don't really plan to though, because I'm not huge on their stuff. But like just the other day, I was like, I've listened to like 5 songs by Metallica. I've really never delved too much into their stuff, and I was like, maybe I should do that. But yeah, I thought about that like years ago with Joe Satriani. I listened to it. I was like, a lot of this is really slow.
Really?
I was like, I remember him for being like a
shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's like one of the things he's known for. That and for the Coldplay controversy. You remember the song Viva La Vida? Jaden's looking at me very confused with a furrowed brow, by the way.
Yeah.
The song Viva La Vida. Joe Satriani had a song, and the chorus for Viva La Vida is literally exactly the same. It's like ripped off. And so Joe Satriani sued Coldplay, and he won.
Whoa.
He probably got a ton of money for that.
Probably. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Which sucks, because Viva La Vida is my favorite Coldplay album. That's a beautiful album. That was when they were very mainstream, and that song was overplayed as shit. That was like the first time I remember a song being overplayed and me being like, this song is being played all the fucking time, because it was like every time you turn on the radio when that song was out, it was like, oh, here it is again. It's like, it's a good thing it's a good song, but Jesus, relax.
Yeah.
That whole album is so good though.
It's not my favorite Coldplay album.
What's your favorite Coldplay album? I never even heard you listen to Coldplay before.
Parachutes. The first one.
The first one. Is that with Yellow?
The Yellow and Trouble. And there's other. I haven't listened in a long time. But there's a lot of bangers on that record. That's an album I can listen to just all the way through. I'm like, oh fuck yeah.
Good.
Fuck yeah. Coldplay slaps. I'm not ashamed to admit that I love Coldplay.
No, they're really good. Alex hates them.
Alex hates most bands.
That's true. Yeah, and then I will sit there and I'll talk about like why Viva La Vida is good. And he's just like, I hate that album. And I'm like, God, I love you, Alex. So such a good boy to have around.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the. I'm sure other albums have done this before, like plenty, but it does the thing where it starts off with that sample. That's the doo 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 doo, and then the ending song ends with that sample, so I hit the mouse. So the whole album kind of like links itself together, because at the end it ends the same as it starts the same. And I'm like, oh, I love that. It just flows right back into itself. And also all those secret little songs in that you're like, this was a good song. Well, I guess I'll get on to the next song, but you see that there's like a minute and a half left, and you're like, what's going on here? And then another song starts playing, you're like, the fuck, what is this? And it's like, go to sleep. It's a Chinese sleep chant. Oh. Sleep until you're satisfied.
How do you feel about Maroon 5?
I don't know anything about them. I know Adam Levine's in it.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing a couple of their songs and being like, this is nice. Then they released, they had a song that was annoying. I don't remember what it was.
Probably Moves Like Jagger.
It was Moves Like Jagger.
Yeah.
That song was really annoying. I liked Sugar.
Jagger,
won't you come and cut down on me? Yeah, I liked that song. I was like, oh, not bad. But then, yeah, that Moves Like Jagger. The Moves Like Jagger. I was like, that was too many syllables for that one O. It's too many. That's like 8 whole syllables.
8
notes.
whole notes.
That's like 8 whole notes.
8 whole notes.
Ooh, I'm not gonna finish that.
I've been really big on their first record recently.
Really?
Songs About Jane, which is the one with "This love has taken its toll." That's them. You got a bunch of other songs on there. Sunday morning rain is falling.
That's that one used to play at my work all the time.
Really?
I used to work at this little empanada place. That was a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Then why'd you fucking leave it, huh?
Huh?
Why'd you fucking leave it?
Because
Stupid ass bitch.
You know, you're right. Because the owner was rude.
Oh.
And I got a better job.
Nice.
I was like, hey.
I was like, son, you all right? Son.
I was actually gonna work with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
what happened about that? I know what happened, but just tell the audience.
We can't actually tell that story.
You can't? Why not? Just
well,
because
because they didn't hire me because I'm a Mexican.
Yeah.
And they didn't want me going into people's houses and taking their stuff. But whatever.
It's crazy that actually happened.
I've never been. I was like, oh, it's happening. I'm being racially profiled.
I was
almost excited. I was like, I can't believe it. Finally, I forgot I was Mexican all these years.
I have a reason to be angry.
I was like, oh,
yes.
cool. Oh, dude, I get to use my card? I pull out my rusty little race card and I go, oh, wow. The power emanating from
It's
this.
shining.
It's vibrating in my head, shuddering at the thought of being used. I'm like, oh, mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
But yeah, so that place.
Fuck that place.
Frick that place.
Fuck unnamed place. We don't wanna get sued.
Unnamed place. We don't want to get sued, but also come at me.
I would bleep out his name.
Who's?
The person that you said you're gonna work with.
But I like that guy.
Oh yeah, but just I don't think he wants people to know that the company he works for is racist.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So Mr. Bleep, you know what happened.
You know what happened.
You know what you did. I'm not cutting this part out of the podcast.
I mean, he agrees it was fucked up.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I can't believe that.
But he's like, don't tell anyone because and I'm like, wow, dude, you're really gonna cover up for the white man? How fucked is that though? Just being
supremely fucked.
It's like, what? You don't like the thought of a Mexican guy going in to get furniture from someone's what?
I can't believe that's the thing. That like, you know what? I'm pretty big up in this company. People really know what I'm saying. And I really just can't say shit because I'll get shit for it. Yeah, I'll just say this racist ass thing.
Say this. Super.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, also, I've never met the guy, but I know that he's Mexican because he signed that he's Latino on here. So I'm just gonna no. But the person who met me was like, yeah, I mean, I think you're great for the job. You're qualified. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. You got nice lips.
I'm sorry, what was that last part? Oh, I just said your
head on your shoulders.
Head on your shoulders was good. Head and shoulder shampoo.
I mentioned your lips too. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I thought you did.
I was little lick.
Yeah. Why did I bring up that place? Oh yeah, because I was going to work there.
Yeah.
But then it turned out that I wasn't getting the job for reasons.
You're brown.
Because you would have gotten hired, and you're just as Mexican as I am.
Yep,
I'm sure.
but I'm lighter skinned.
But you're lighter skinned.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Your olive complexion.
Yeah, little Greek boy.
How would you Greekify your name?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know what Greek names sound like.
Like Heracles, Theseus.
I wish I had a badass name like that.
You're like J Denise.
That sounds like a language.
No. J Denocles.
J Denocles. That's a good one.
I like that one.
J Docinus.
I would just be Matthiases.
Matthiases.
It's kind of lame sounding. Evanese.
Just put E's as the last.
I guess so.
And it's a Greek name.
Evanicles.
There we go. There you go. That's much more Greek.
Matthiasicles.
Matthiasicles.
But yeah, and so I left Empanada Man.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I wasn't gonna say the name of the place, but they're like a tiny little family-owned place, and fine.
Don't fuck her. Fuck.
Yeah. You have no power over me.
Power here.
But I left the Empanada place, and then I went to I was gonna go work at the other place. But then that ended up not happening. Yeah. But in that 2 weeks I took before, I did a road trip up to Pismo Beach just to go hang out and just go see what it was. Or just to spend time there. I was like, okay, I'm in between jobs. I have a little vacation time. And then I ended up not getting the job, and I was like, crap.
I'm out of money.
I'm going to run out of money very quickly here. I'm in what the kids call a bit of a pickle. And then we went to go make smoothies.
Yeah. We made smoothies together and acai bowls and juices at an unnamed place.
We've already named that place before.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we worked at Nectar.
Because they're big enough to sue us.
They are big enough, but I have nothing bad to say about Nectar.
But we're not big enough for them to notice, though.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Actually, I have nothing bad to say about Nectar, too. It was fun.
It was fun.
One place.
Evan hated it there.
Yeah, I mean, Evan was kind of putting himself. He was late for work all the fucking time.
He was like, dude, I didn't like the people there anyways. Like, the people were fine.
And the people really were fine.
I mean, like, the customers.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, there's some insane people there. I was like, there's some insane people
everywhere. It's Orange County, dude. Yeah.
It's not even Orange County. It's anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Anywhere you go. And, like, there was a lot of health nuts in there because, I mean, obviously.
Because, yeah,
but like, a lot less of the, like, snobby, stuck-up, like, is there carrots in that? Because I'll shit my brains if I have carrots. And it's just like, what?
There's extra carrots in this shit just for you.
Man, I'm putting more carrots on here, and you're gonna pay for it, and you're gonna tip me too. But yeah, no, the people were fine there. There's a lot of sweethearts. I remember there was this super handsome black man. His name was King, and I was like, dude, I have such a crush on you. It's crazy.
I don't remember him.
I don't remember if you, whatever, but because I remember seeing like his name was King, and I was like, oh, and this is around when I was watching One Punch Man repeatedly, which is all the time.
Yeah.
And one of the heroes in that show his name is King, and he's the proclaimed strongest man on earth besides Saitama, because people don't know about Saitama.
And you told him, you're like, you have the same name as my favorite anime hero. And he's like, you fucking weeb.
He went, that's gay. And I mean that in a bad way. He puts on his shades and leaves, and I'm like, he's so cool. But since I'm a weeb, I go, kakyoina.
End scene.
That just means cool, I think.
I remember Wind. Do you remember Wind?
No.
He was a regular. He's a super tall dude who looked like he had like majestic long hair.
No.
I remember him. I remember the guy that always came in with his daughter. I want to say it was on Sundays. His daughter was adorable. She always got like
yeah. He got her like a little like
peanut butter thing. Is the peanut, what was it called? Peanut butter nut? Health nut.
Yeah, health nut.
Yeah.
Peanut butter health nut.
Peanut butter health nut.
Hell yeah. Like, can I get like the tiniest, the absolute smallest, most microscopic peanut butter health nut?
8-ounce cup.
Yeah,
of peanut butter health nut, and I like always give it like I'll like go over to her. I'm like, here you go. I was like, thank you. She takes some.
And you're like, oh my god, and then you slip on some celery, break your neck. Oh my god! It's okay, honey. He's fine. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, I could see the bone. I could see it.
She's like crying.
Enjoy your health nut,
dude. There was one day I remember where I was working, and this was a day where I just felt so fucking sick, and to this day I don't know what I had, but I went to school because when we were working at Nectar, I was in high school.
You had the Nile fever.
I had the Nile fever
or Nile flu.
I was in high school, so I remember I was at school, and I was like, oh man, I feel kind of off. I had like a sore throat or something.
West Nile virus. I forgot what it's called. Go on.
I had like a sore throat or something, and I went to work, and like throughout my shift, I was like, oh fuck, I'm not getting better. Like, I'm getting progressively worse. And it got to the point at the end where I was like trying to close, and I was like, I can't fucking do this. I was like, I'm so fucking sick. I've never been this sick in my entire life. And like I remember like I was
I there?
No, you weren't there. It was me and one of the shift managers, because it was a closing shift.
Okay.
And so she was like, okay, just do like this one thing, and then I'll do the rest, and you can get out of here. I was like, okay. I was getting like the chills, and I was like, oh god, I feel fucking terrible.
I think I remember her telling me about this.
Really? Because I look fucking ghastly, dude. And then I finished shift. I went to my car, and I put down the seats in the back of my car, and I laid there, and I had a blanket back there, and I was like cold. I was like shivering, and I was like, I cannot drive home. I was like, I'm too sick to drive home.
That's crazy.
So I had to call my parents to come pick me up, and like one of them had to take my car back. And I was out of school for like the next 3 days. I was so fucking sick. The only time I've ever been that.
You should have called. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't have been enough. I was gonna say you should have called me. Then we would have been even.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Did I ever tell that story on
I don't think you did.
Finish your thing.
Okay. And yeah, that happened. And then the only time I've been, I'll just say this quickly. The only time that I've been that sick or something similar is when we came back from church camp, Marietta.
Oh, dude, I remember you were just looked like. I thought you were just like tired and just wanted to go home.
I did
first.
too. I did too.
And you're like, man, I just kind of want to go home. And I was like, oh, we're just gonna get some In-N-Out, then we're gonna go home. And you were sitting there, and I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah, I was like, I remember like my head down on like the In-N-Out table, just like I gotta go home.
You're like, yeah, we'll get you there, buddy. As I'm eating, I'm like, you know what? Okay, Jade, I'm just gonna order it, eat one more burger. We're gonna go, okay?
just one more burger. Be real patient.
You spit up some blood. I'm like, all right, just hang in there, buddy.
I'll eat it fast.
Okay, fine. I'll eat it fast. I'll only get a single. Take me a little faster to chew.
but go for your story.
Okay.
Yours is more recent than that was.
Yeah, it was.
That was like
I went
maybe
to
2 years ago or something.
Yeah, because I went to Georgia like 2 or 3 years ago. I think 2, maybe 3.
I think
maybe 9 years ago.
I think 2. No 3 because I think it was like 2018 when it happened.
Yeah.
I
went to Georgia to go hang out with a friend, and I was like, hey, this is a good time. And we went walking by a lake, and I got bit by so many fucking mosquitoes because it's the South. Is Georgia considered the South?
Yes, very much so.
Because it's the South. And I'm me, and I am a mosquito fucking magnet.
Mosquito fiend, bro.
Mosquito fucking. If getting bit, if you could get paid for getting bit by mosquitoes, I would be very wealthy and very unhappy.
You'd have a 401k.
I would literally retire like 4 years ago. But I was wearing shorts, and we were walking next to a lake, and I just didn't think about it because I was like, it's hot out, I'll wear shorts.
Yeah.
I got like 18 bites on one leg and like 16 on the other. It was ridiculous. And then flying home, but also I used Spirit Airlines, and that's a terrible way to fly.
Man, is it cheap?
But man, it's really not, honestly.
Really?
Because what they do is like they sell their flights like cheaper, so that way they'll be the first thing to pop up, but then your baggage is like $30 more, so it ends up being the same. So just never use Spirit Airlines, burn that airline to the ground. Not literally, please don't attack airports.
TSA will be very unhappy. Like, this is some shit.
Like, the stupid podcast got fucking Spirit Airlines burned to the ground in the most literal sense.
This is not why I joined the force.
This is not why I joined the TSA force, where we get shit done.
That's the motto. TSA, we get shit done.
Yeah. Have you? Oh no, you haven't seen it.
No.
In the movie Get Out, there's the best friend of the main character. You know, the main guy who has the big wide eyes doing that face.
Yes.
Yeah, his best friend works at TSA, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm TSA, we get shit done.
I really want to watch that movie.
We should watch that because I haven't seen it either. I've just seen like a lot of videos on it because I like watching movie YouTube channels. There we go. Especially horror stuff. So fun. But yeah, so that's TSA's job. But Spirit Airlines, and so I am not sure. I feel like if I didn't get all those mosquito bites, then I probably would have gotten sick anyways, just because Spirit, I don't know, it's just so many people in like a tiny little airplane. But I don't know. I just couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I feel like those 30 plus mosquito bites might have done something to my body.
I mean, statistically, insects are fucking dirty.
They're fucking filthy.
They're carrying some bacteria shit on them.
Oh, yeah.
Putting that in your body.
Yeah. I didn't get malaria though, so that's good.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I came home, and I was like, ooh, I'm feeling kind of jet lagged, and so I went to bed right away, and then I woke up the next day, and I was like, my stomach kind of hurts, and I was like, also, why are my shoulders so fucking sore? I was like, Jesus, feels like I was doing like incline for hours. And so I was just kind of hanging out, and I think I probably like played some games, but I couldn't focus because it was just like a constant dull pain in like my stomach. And I was like, I'm gonna try and eat some bananas and eat some bread because it feels like that's a good thing to do if you have like the runs, but also it just kind of helps with your stomach pain. And yeah, so I did that, and it did not help. And I was like, God, my stomach's cramping up a fucking storm right now. And why do my shoulders hurt so bad? This went on for a couple hours because I was just like, I just couldn't. I was like, something's up, but I don't know what it is. And then it got to a point where it was just so constant, like just such constant dull pain, and I was like, this is getting unbearable, dude. Like, I'm losing my fucking mind here.
Yeah.
And my parents were gone. They were gone to work, and I was getting loopy because I wasn't just like so much pain. I was like, hey, Jaden, you know how I told you I was feeling sick earlier? You're like, yeah. Like, I need you to drive me to urgent care. So you came to my fucking rescue like a knight in shining armor. I appreciate that to this day, by the way.
I mean, I was going to be like, no.
You're like, no, I'm
playing World of Warcraft.
get an Uber. I think that's when we were working at Nectar, because I feel like you had a shift later that day.
Maybe. Probably did.
Maybe. Who cares?
Yeah.
But so when you were driving me there, I was in so much like consistent pain. Oh, my shoulders kept getting worse. Like my muscles were just freaking out. It literally, it felt like I had been like doing an incline. Like it's like as if someone took over or like kicked my consciousness out of my body and then did like hard workouts that my body was not ready for, and then just threw my consciousness back in my body. And I just go into this incredibly sore body like, ow, why'd they do this?
Yeah.
And my shoulders were shot. I was like, oh, they hurt so bad. And my stomach was just like, it was like uneasy and just like radiating in pain. And as you were driving me there, I was like kind of like fever dreaming, like kind of like hallucinating. I was like, I'm in so much pain. I literally am like, I feel like my brain's trying to escape to a happy place. Cause I had a very slight fever. I don't even know if you can consider it. It was like a 99.5 or 1, which is like barely too high. Did I say 99 or 95?
99.
Yeah,
99.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like barely higher. So I think I was literally just in just so much like constant dull pain. I was losing my fucking brain. So we got there. We had to still wait for a while. And when we go in, the woman gave me, she pretty much just narrowed it down and said that I just had like a gnarly flu. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, like the muscle pains. And that's when she like was talking about that, I was like, oh my God. It's not my stomach that hurts. It's my fucking abs. I'm just having gnarly like muscle aches. And it was so intense. It was so like, it's not even the fact, because like, you know, if you have like, you're like, oh, I gotta poop, you get like kind of like a sharp like ding in your stomach. You're like, oh, it's time.
Yeah.
It was just dull, but it was so constant and like overwhelming that I was literally losing my fucking mind. That was the worst flu I've ever gotten. It was also weird because I had no sniffles too. Like every time you get a flu, like no matter what, you're at least like got a runny nose or something. I had none of that. My sinuses were fine, but my body was just fucked. She gave me a shot of like Dramamine. Is that the right word?
I think so.
It's like a anti-nausea thing.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then my stomach was fine. I was like, oh, I can breathe, even though it was painful. But then the anti-nausea made my stomach feel better. Couldn't tell you. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, please make me feel better. She's like, all right. And she did. So appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the worst flu I ever got. Thank you, Georgia. You hurt me. You gave me a good one that day.
How long did it take you to get over that?
Huh?
How long did it take you to get over that?
It was like by the end of that day.
Really?
I remember feeling like literally instantly after she gave me whatever it was. I think she gave me a shot. Yeah. Literally after she gave me a shot, I felt... No, she didn't give me a shot. She just gave me a pill.
Okay.
But after she gave me that, it was like, it soothed. Like my shoulders were still sore because I think I had been tensing them up. So they actually did get like sore. But yeah, I was fine after that. But that morning was like some of the most pain I've ever felt because it was so much. Like it's hard to describe it, but I was just like, oh my God. Okay.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah. It just wouldn't let up.
Dude, shit like that's so scary.
Yeah, when your body's just betraying you.
Yeah, you're like, why? Like, oh, sorry, I moved the mic. There was one day, I'll tell the story and then we'll cut it because we're getting... it's not that up there, but whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and tell your fucking tale, Jaden.
So I remember I was in this very room and I was practicing drums. I was playing drums and nobody else was home at the time. It was just me. And I was playing drums and I remember I was playing JP.
Okay.
I was practicing JP. And I was going and I was playing the drums with my wooden sticks and I went for a fill and I hit the cymbal and a shard of stick went straight into my eye.
Oh my God.
like the smallest but sharpest speck of and I remember because I like yelled, I was like, oh, and I like threw the sticks and threw my headphones off and I grabbed my eye and I was like, what the fuck? And I went to the bathroom and I was like, my eye was like red and I was trying to like get it out with water and I just like couldn't. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I think I have to go to the doctor because like it's fucking wood in my eye. And I was like, I can't drive. I have fucking wood in my eye.
Sucks.
So I called my then girlfriend at the time. Bleep her name out, I guess.
Okay.
She came all the way down here to drive my car. I think is what happened. She drove my car to the doctor's because she had her dad drop her off at the house, and then drove my car to the doctor's. And which in hindsight, as an adult, if there's an emergency, I feel like he should have just taken me to the hospital.
Maybe.
But whatever.
Oh, you just want to hang out with your boyfriend? No, he has wood in his eye.
That must be some sort of analogy for.
Ooh, he's gonna put his wood in your eye. Wait.
Wait, I'm not taking you to.
Drive your daughter over here. I need to sleep with her.
But so he took her to the doctor's. I went to the ER. And he couldn't find it. He was like, yeah, I don't see anything in your eye. And I was like, well, it definitely feels like there's some shit in my eye.
Like, there's something in there, bro.
And so he put like an eye numbing like solution on. It's like eye drops. And, like,
that's weird because I don't feel my eyes right now.
I don't either. Yeah, until there's fucking shit in it.
Yeah, of course.
So so it was like an eye drop in my eye, and immediately I felt way better.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, thank God. And then I was driving home with my girlfriend in the car. And we're driving, and I was on the freeway, and halfway home, it started coming back, and I was like, oh, no, still there. And I was so fucking bummed. I think it took me, like, a couple days for it to just go away.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you dissolved it?
I don't know.
you ate it?
I don't know if it, like, hit my eye and ricocheted off, and then I just had, like, that pain, and I thought that it was still in there. Or if, like, it was just there, and one day just out or something. That sucked. That sucked ass. That, and there was another time where another body mystery that I still deal with to this day in one way or another, where I have like, you know this, I have tinnitus.
Yeah.
Just as a constant thing. Tinnitus is like when most people know what it is, but it's like when it's the little like high pitched ear ringing that's constant, exactly, just like that.
And then it fades.
Yeah, no, mine never fades. But I've always had like a little small bit of it just from playing in bands when I was in high school, not using ear protection. And I've lived with it. But there was one day in 2018, and I remember because it was the day after I came back from your dad's house. Because when you and Omar went to your dad's house, we had to pick him up in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got there at like 4 in the morning because he was at
Because I was at a Wombats concert.
Okay.
And then you picked me up, and then we went to San Diego, and then but the day I got home, I remember early in the morning I woke up because my ears were ringing way more than normal, like very much audible. And I was like, what the fuck? And I like went to the bathroom, and I was like, why is my tinnitus so bad? And I was like, whatever, I'll just go to sleep, I'm sure it'll resolve itself. And then I went back to sleep, and I woke up and it was the same volume, and I was like, uh-oh, like this shit better go away. And then after a few days, I was like, shit ain't going away.
Yeah, I remember you were so bummed.
I was so bummed because I was trying to do like my regular life stuff. Like I was going to school at the time. I was a freshman in college, and
it sounds like hell.
it really
Just
it
like
really is
just
the
something
worst.
just being like
Yeah, like way more audible than comfortable. Like way more audible. It was too audible for me to be comfortable. But I was like going to the doctors. I was like, what the fuck's going on? They're like, I don't know, dude, it just got worse. Like nothing we can do about it.
You're like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's the 21st century and you can't fix a fucking in my ear. Just EQ it out.
Just put a fucking parametric EQ on it.
How would you feel? How would you feel if you saw like they did like an open brain surgery and it was literally like an Ableton looking EQ thing and they just grabbed something and pulled it down and did it and they're like, there, how's that sound? You're like,
I was like, yeah, dude, your 9K hertz were way out of whack.
Yeah, they were freaking out.
But I remember being helpless for like a month, and then like a month later, I just woke up one day and it was normal again.
It was just,
and I was like, just like the faintest little ring. That's normal, and I was like, I fucking hate my body, and it's been like that ever since. Sometimes I get really sketched out sometimes when it just like randomly gets louder. I'm like, oh fuck, this better not be a repeat of fucking 2018 when that happened.
Yeah, you could just go in your ear and burn out that little hair that's ringing.
I learned why. I don't know if I ever told you, but I learned from one of my recording engineer professors what tinnitus is.
What is it?
It's like, so you have like microscopic hairs in your ear, right, that detect sound, and the really small fine ones detect the higher frequencies, and like the bigger ones, the bigger, thicker ones are lower frequencies. So the high ones are so sensitive that loud sounds can like permanently damage it. So it's permanently stuck in the on position. So it's constantly sending the high frequency, like the high, that it's constantly sending that it's receiving a high frequency to your brain.
Microscopic hairs, one of them's out of whack.
Probably a couple thousand of them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many we have in our ears. Probably a couple hundred.
You have 12.
Yeah, you have 12. if one's done, you're fucked. But
you're gonna be very bad at mixing. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah. But yeah, my bad, little hairs. Sorry I did that to you.
Sorry, little hairs. Yeah, if you're gonna be around loud noises, wear ear protection.
Yep,
if someone calls you a pussy for wearing ear protection at a concert, just be like, it's all right. I like hearing.
A permanent repercussion of that episode in 2018 is my ears are much more sensitive now.
I remember like a wooden like broomstick fell.
Yeah.
It fell and went like really loud, and you were like, my ear just freaked out.
Yeah. Well, and I was like, yeah. I've had people clap really close to my ear, and it'll make my ears go.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
It's your one little hair, your one little erect hair is just
freaking
like,
hey, don't do that.
He goes,
so it's not that annoying because that never really happens very often.
Yeah.
It was like super loud noise next to me.
You do that and I shoot a gun at you right now.
I would go full Baby Driver at that point. But yeah, I've definitely gained an appreciation for
silence.
That and also ear protection, because yeah, we'll go to like a movie, and if it's too loud, I pop in my ear erasers.
Yeah, I remember we did that I wanted to do that for freaking Tenet.
Yeah, because
it was so loud.
Yeah,
the freaking
insane.
The not IMAX VIP, because it's the same. It's the same what's it called, sound system they use for IMAX, but in a much smaller room.
Yeah.
Because I saw it in IMAX and I was like, yeah, it's just as loud, but it's in a bigger room, so it has more room to travel.
Yeah.
But in that tiny room, I was like, this kind of hurts.
Yeah, it was like damaging, because like normally when like a theater's like loud, like okay, it's a little loud, but it's like it doesn't hurt. But yeah, I remember it like hurting.
Also, I've kind of found out that the person who does the sound mixing for Christopher Nolan is not the best.
Yeah,
because I watched some stuff on it. I'm like, yeah, I thought that was the theater, but whoever, people who do the music for it, really good. But whoever does the overall sound stuff, there's some work to do.
Maybe he was like, I want it really fucking loud.
Yeah,
like Chris, no, you're gonna kill me. Louder.
I want them to feel the gunshots. People don't actually like that. They like feeling the bass of it, and they like feeling the contrast from the quiet to the loud. But actually hurting them is gonna actually like hurt them.
Yeah, Tenet was dope, but
it was loud.
I'm physically in pain.
It's like, yeah, mate. Yeah, because I watched it a second time. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring my erasers with me.
Yeah,
and I did, and I was like, it's much more pleasurable.
Yeah.
But also the quiets are very quiet in that movie. So like Robert Pattinson and what's his name? He's Denzel Washington's son. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember either. Something Washington.
I think he has two names. He's like George David Denzel Washington. I don't remember his name. Did I say Henzel?
George Washington.
It is George Washington.
Yeah.
But it's him and Robert Pattinson are talking, and it's like, I was like, all right.
It's like, yeah, I'm down for dynamics, but this is too much.
Yeah, I was like, there's a middle ground.
Yeah.
But I love that song. When you remember when they're messing with they're doing the whole bit with the airplane.
Yes.
Yeah, in like the airport. That song, it's called 747. That's a good song. I think it's in a weird time signature. I don't know. But it's just like it starts off like the dun 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 dun, but then when it gets to shut up. But then when it actually gets like they're doing the whole heist thing, it's like bah, 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 bah. Feels good.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
I think there was a 5/8 time or 5/4 time in there somewhere. I don't remember.
I remember it.
I might have been just like sitting there being like, come on,
fuck yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
But yeah, so the moral of the story is wear your hearing protection.
Wear your hearing protection, and don't panic if your body starts to give out on you.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I can get to a hospital somehow. I'll just call up a good friend.
Yeah.
As the great Bill Withers once said,
just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
That's you and me driving to the hospital.
Just
the two of us.
You're like fucking reeling in pain. I'm like,
And
just
you-
two.
and
I'm
you're
like
just
singing just the
jamming.
two of us. Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. I was listening to Lean on Me on the way over here. That's the song I was gonna reference. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long. And I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. I think this is the part where we end the podcast.
Okay, cool.
Because we're just singing.
Just fade it out.